Good morning, everybody. Welcome you all back to the Nation Network. Ben McSham with you here right now for this early morning get-together. It's going to be an open mic night kind of thing. We can talk about anything we want to talk about. Wrestling, obviously, related. I'm going to throw some random matches our way while we do that. And I'm hoping, although I know already I probably screwed it up again. Keep on forgetting to set this thing to AI. Force a habit. When I'm setting up the weekly cards, I don't have to worry about that little feature until the actual match begins, and then I can select it. But when you're doing the single plays, you got to make sure you do that first. Good thing it's a tag team match. I'll tag myself out and just stay as that character. Or, actually, I'll just switch to the outside character. How's that? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Hope I got this thing set up properly. Okay, we are streaming. Hello, Bubba. What's up? The Iron Sheik.
Let me tell you something. Jabron is out there. Who you think is the Iron Sheik? The Iron Sheik is the number one. Iran is the number one. America have to. The Iron Sheik is the number one legend in professional wrestling. I'm gonna make it a fun. I tell everybody the Iron Sheik is number one. Nothing but the respect. You smarter to American person, you know the Iron Sheik is the number one. That's right. If no Iron Sheik, if there's no Iron Sheik, there's no Hulkamania. Madison Square Garden. I beat the Bob Backlund for the World Heavyweight Champion. Nobody for 60 years could beat the Bob Backlund, but Iron Sheik come in and he make him give up. And I created the Hulkamania.
Rusev Fudria, Rusev Machka.
Well, here we go, getting a look at the NWA television champion himself, Nikita Koloff. That's right, he is a gold digger, man, trying to make off with your whole thing, man. Olympic gold medalist with a broken freaking neck. What he doesn't tell anybody is the Iron Sheik's the one who broke his freaking neck in the first place. He doesn't tell that part of the story, man. That's right. Gonna break his back and make him humble with that camel clutch. Ooh, yeah.
Good for nothing, Jabroni. You give me one opportunity with the Kurt Angle, and I will make him tap out. I'll make him respect the greatest of all time, the Iron Sheik.
All right, joining the Mad Russian tandem here is middle-aged and crazy Terry Funk. Now, I've heard of people wearing their hearts on their sleeves, but he's got his opinion across his chest right now. Not a big fan of Dusty Rhodes, I'd guess. Indeed, man.
Iron Sheik was the master of the suplexes, paving the way for the names like Taz. And yes, indeed, Brock Lesnar. That's anybody, the only person in the conversation with that of the Iron Sheik, in my book, would be Taz. That's it. Those are the two guys that really mastered the suplex. Maybe you might throw Rick Steiner in the mix, but I'm not gonna. You know what, man? Taz, for such an undersized wrestler, gets a lot of respect because he was a small guy. But, man, he pulled off them suplexes like one of the big boys, and he did it to a lot of guys that were clearly all bigger than him. Guys like Rhino. All right. Our first look here at the NWA Six-Man Tag Team Champion since the last time out, where there was a little bit of, shall we say, controversy. Turbo Guy in the house. What's up, my man? All right, this one kicking off right off the bat. American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Going to work with the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff himself. Iron Sheik is all fired up here today. We're going to see how the tag team coordination works. Here's a non-title match. We should make that announcement clear up front. As the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, overhead press slams the Russian Bear. Now line them up with that elbow right to the forehead. Corey Andrews, what's happening, my man? Just chilling. Just chilling. Thank you, sir. That is the plan. Tag is made, and now look at this. Terry Funk from that middle rope, and he and Dusty Rhodes, no love lost. Nah, don't even think it, man. Nobody's getting sick. You just put that thought out of your head. Do some vitamin C. I'm a big fan of Flonase, man. If you cut that sinus stuff out right away, that can help a lot. There's actually a product that's cheap as shit, and God, it works great, called Air, A-Y-R-E. It's only like $2 a little squirt bottle. But most of your flu kind of stuff starts off with the sinus strip and all that kind of crap. And if you get that under control right away, you can beat it. I know I have not. I between eating a whole shit ton of blueberries, which is one of the highest antioxidant fruits out there, and then the Air and or Flonase, I have not had any illness in, gosh damn, 7-8 years. No flus, no colds, no bronchitis, none of that stuff. Now, I got the neck issue still going on, but that's just hereditary bullshit. Comes with getting old. Handing out that ass whipping right now. Ivan Koloff going to work. Pile driver on the Raging Bull. Hey, let me tell you something, brother. Don't be go talking about my steroids, man. Vince McMahon was the one getting them for me. And say what you want, man. I still took that title away from you in Madison Square Garden. What you gonna do when the 25-inch pythons run wild on you? The juice is starting to kick in. I can feel it.
A lot of talk about Hogan coming back to the WWE sooner rather than later. Could it even be this weekend's pay-per-view? I don't know. I would think SummerSlam would be a better time to bring him back if they're gonna.
Ho!
Actually, for that, we got to go a little.
Ho! Tough guy.
The dogs are looking in the room here like, what the fuck is going on with him?
Let me tell you something, brother. You tried breaking my back and you couldn't get the job done, and you won't get it done now. What you gonna do when all those Hulkamaniacs and the biggest arms in the world run wild on you?
No, he's the one doing a lot of the talking, and I don't think he'd be pushing it if there were no conversations being had. And I think the WWE wants to bring him back. I mean, he's still a merchandise machine. Russian sickle, Dusty Rhodes just got his head taken off. Raging Bull Manny Fernandez is there to back him up. Boogie Woogie Man getting in the ring for the first time. He got snap bared over. Oh, look at this, Boogie. He's up. Clothesline takes him out to the floor. Gets Dusty Rhodes back up on his feet. Like a good tag team partner should. Oh, wait a minute. Now Nikita Koloff getting the upper hand, though. Dusty Rhodes back in.
Yeah, brother, what are you going to do with that? You going to go and enjoy the time with your camels?
Once again, that six-man chaos starting to kick in here. Dusty Rhodes got to get out of the ring. Boogie Woogie Man from the middle rope, going to take him down with that superplex. And thus far, it seems like everybody getting along tonight.
Iron Sheik, man, he's going to beat me, not with a camel clutch, but with his camel breath, man. Have you ever stood close to him? You ever let him breathe on you, brother?
Funk with the boot to the midsection. He's going to set up for that pile driver. Turns in her. Nope, take it back. Power bomb on the Boogie Woogie Man. Who diving, lunging tag made, and now here comes the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez. American Dream Dusty Rhodes now drawing the attention of the referee. The Raging Bull Manny Fernandez unloading on Terry Funk. Cade's in the house. What's up, man?
He did have a good tag team title run, no doubt about that. Oh, Boogie Woogie Man getting all the way around there to intercept Ivan Koloff, and Terry Funk has been pinned. And there are words in the chat room. The Iron Sheik getting called to the task, man, not liking it. Wants the respect, he doesn't feel he's getting it. By the way, we invite everyone to follow us on Twitter at Invasion Nation, spelled just the way you see it down below. We are going to be and have been very active on the Twitter feed now. You want to check that out. Backstories that go with our seasons here that we're running. Current day news highlights. And so much more exclusive content to the nation that you'll only get on Twitch. Or on Twitter, I beg your pardon, that was Twitter. Now, Twitch, that's got its own thing, too. You can look at the description down below on the scroll for the details of that one. Fans, we'll be back right after these words. Stay with us.
Wrestling fans, this is Ken Rusnick inviting you to join us for AWA, American Wrestling Association Wrestling Action, right here on the Nation Network. The biggest, the best, all of the greatest names in professional wrestling under one banner, and that banner is the AWA. Nick Bockwinkel, the Road Warrior, Stan the Lariat Hansen, the Midnight Rockers, and many, many more right here, exclusively at the AWA, exclusively on the Nation Network.
All right, we are back. And our next match is going to be contested inside of a 15-foot tall steel cage. We're going to settle it right now. The Iron Sheik going one-on-one with the immortal Hulk Hogan. Shockwave, thank you, brother. Couldn't have done it without all of you guys. Oh, God, did I? Oh, shit. I'm not sure if I set that thing up for AI. Matter of fact, I bet you I didn't. Fucking A. You're going to have to go back and reboot it. I don't know why I forget that every time. I don't ever do this unless I'm using season mode. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it. I'm doing best I can, brother. Yep, Hogan had the cape back then. All right, let's do this one more time. There we go. I don't know why I have trouble with that, but I do. All right, for those of you guys that didn't catch the last stream, and especially the little after party there, kind of talked a little bit about the fact that I'm looking to add some mods to this thing, because as our numbers grow, that means we got a lot of new people in the chat room. And as we learned during the last stream, some of them are just assholes and they need to be weeded out quickly. And I can't do that while I'm streaming, so that's where I'm going to rely on you guys. So I will be, you know, adding mods as we go here to people that I've known for a while and that I trust. And never going to have too many, because some people can be here more times than others. So if I have it spaced out a bit, that's cool too. So right now, Ed, you got some mod skills there. So my rules for the moderators, here's what I'm looking for. It's pretty simple, actually. If somebody comes in acting a bit of a fool, just give them a quick verbal warning. Let them know, hey, we're not about that. We don't want to kick you, but we will. If that doesn't get through to them, then we just ban them, and that's it. I don't play. I don't do timeouts. You get one warning, and after that, you're probably just here to troll anyway, so F off. Yeah, JHU, I've been around here for a while. I'm going to throw that on you too, man. Like I said, we just want to keep them all cool. I'm not looking to just start banning people, but want to make sure they're here to do the same thing we've all been doing all this time, which is chilling out and having a good time and talking wrestling. Oh, here he comes. Yeah, I'll tell you, man, they are a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes, but we've been doing pretty good, I think, with them. Nasty Russ, hello, my friend. I'm just trying to catch up with some of the comments now that I got the match up and running. Blaze Radio in the house. All right, all that trash talk we heard earlier on tonight, we're going to find out. Hogan wasting no time at all. Getting him up overhead and slamming the Iron Sheik down. With authority, as they say. Hey, look at that, man. You made a friend, Corey.
Yeah, man, the majority of my created wrestlers, Sheik is one of the exceptions. That is not the tongue list work. I forget who the creator is, but you do Iron Sheik search and bam, he pops right up with a real high number of downloads. But the majority, like Hogan there, that is tongue list, Tunglist. And a lot of the other ones I use are generally his. I got some Chromafly, I got some Misfit, and then, of course, my own. Eye of the Tiger, how'd that happen? I pressed the button, man. You press the magic button and stuff comes out. That's what she said. You gonna do Freddie Blassie inside the cage? I still don't know why they don't have the manager outside the ring for this. I mean, it'd be kind of worthless, I guess, but there were still a lot of times where the managers were ringside, Bobby Heenan being one of the most obvious. But it's all good. It's a cage match. You don't really matter too much with them. It would be nice to have, and I'm hoping in 2K19 they work on the escape battle and make it a little bit better. Right now, I'd like to actually see the two of them up at the top of the cage, kind of straddling over one leg each, and then just fighting it out on top of the cage and have somebody drop down. And then it gives you the chance to decide, do you want to get out of the cage or maybe do a top rope or top of the cage elbow drop for those that have it equipped. Yes, sir, and I almost, going back to the Legends wrestling games, love them, got them all. And I almost did that this morning instead, but I had to rewire some stuff to make that happen, and I'm on a bit of a time schedule here, so probably do this for about an hour, and I got to bounce. But do love them, and I want to start getting back into some of my classic content. Look at this. Boston Crab against the man who has the camel clutch. How's that? Talk about irony if he would have won with that one. I like Kerry Von Erich quite a bit, man. I thought he was really, really good. I can't see Kerry Von Erich ever being a heel. I don't think it would have ever worked. And Hogan better turn his ass around, or it may be too little too late. Uh-oh! We'll never hear the end of it now. Somebody call the weatherman and check, because I think hell just froze over. So if you didn't catch it, there is a tweet out there, and I think I retweeted it on the Twitter account there, but it does appear that Lawler may have been scanned in the last couple of days, along with some of the new talent, for either inclusion at the beginning or as DLC later on. I don't know why they got to scan them. They already had them in. Man, I'm still getting over that one. Holy cow, what just happened? All right, we've done one from the NWA. We've done one from the LWF, sort of. It was. Let's see. Go AWA. Do some one-on-one. Keep it simple. Go Showboat Arena. It'll be a non-title match featuring the current unified heavyweight champion. Nope, almost did it again. I don't know what it is about that, man.
Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me.
All right, title's not on the line, but let's see what happens here. Yeah, so again, there was some Twitter stuff there by Lawler. It was a little bit cryptic. And I agree, though. I mean, why they dropped him from the games, I have no idea. I mean, if you're going to leave Larry Zbyszko in there, and I do want them to, but they should have kept Lawler, for God's sake. He's still on the payroll occasionally. They still bring him back and use him. You know, I was also thinking about the last time they had him in the game, a couple of the other names that were in that game included JR. And who can forget Cole? It's like, why in the blue hell were those two guys ever in the game? All right, Cole had his little WrestleMania thing, but come on, man. Las Vegas. Caesar's Palace. The man who thinks he should be the champion, and a win here tonight would go a long way to making that a reality. The one, the only, the living legend, self-professed, and your tour guide to Larryland, Larry Zbyszko. No, I guess that's possible. I don't know. This feels with computer technology and all, they should be able to transfer that shit over, I would think, but just get it done, man. He needs to be in the game, especially with the season I'm having with him. I'd love to continue that over. Honestly, I never did a damn thing with GM mode. If they put it in, I might mess with it a little bit, but I don't think I was impressed with it to begin with. I'll tell you what, I played a match yesterday off camera and all that with these two guys where I actually played, I think, Bachwinkle, I don't remember what. It was a great-ass match. The whole time I was like, fuck, I should have had this thing up. So now I want to see how they do without me. And you know what? DLC is fine with me. I just want to make sure they get in. Yeah, man, Arn Anderson, how did he get screwed out of this thing? But again, you look at some of the names that they do put in, and I'd love to see them get the managers back in. The names like Jimmy Hart. They've never done Albano. He's in the Hall of Fame. Why the hell not? Put Albano in the game. And I think one of the biggest things they've got to address, and it makes me figure they probably won't, is for the creative wrestler section, you got to allow us to control the size of the wrestlers. You cannot make a King Kong Bundy and make him look right. You cannot make an Abdullah the Butcher or a Big Daddy V or a whole host of other guys. Jerry Blackwell, I wanted to put him in the AWA, but you can't make one that looks realistic, and I'm not going to put some slender Jerry Blackwell out there. It looks like shit. Well, you know, it's funny you say that, Big JH, because just the other day, I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, Pro Wrestling Illustrated had a poster they were selling. It was just that. It was a fantasy poster. Round Robin, where it was Rick Martel was the world champion, Hulk Hogan was the world champion, and Ric Flair. And that was the Round Robin tournament, and then they had a bunch of tag team matches like the Road Warriors against the Fabs or something like that. And I was thinking about that poster the other day, and I have been giving consideration, I don't know when or where I'll fit it in, of doing like just a fantasy round robin tournament with whoever the champions are at the time. And I think what we're going to do, as I'm already looking towards the end of the 2K18 season, is that last week of October we're going to have some special stuff going on. We're going to select our match of the year, and there's going to be a live stream where we're just going to hit the play button and run through the match of the year contenders. And at the same time, we're going to do the pay-per-view event of the year, or just the event of the year, whichever card stands out most, I'll probably pick 4 or 5 titles, and then we can kind of, we're not going to watch those all the way through, but we can discuss wins, losses, who got the wins, losses, title changes, things like that, just to jog everybody's memory, and then have you guys vote on the card of the year. And maybe a part of that is have this round-robin tournament kind of mixed in. It might be a long stream. So I'm kind of in the early stages of planning how that's going to look. But, yeah, I actually was kind of considering something along those lines. So good looking out. Universe Cup's actually not a bad name either. Yeah, I mean, I tried fattening mine up yesterday. He looks a little better, and I made him a little bit taller to help, again, size. And I made his head a little bit smaller to make the body look bigger, but damn it, man. Again, my problem with 2K, I'm asking for shit that we always had with THQ. Bitches, I could always make somebody super fat. Why can't I do that anymore? Should be better by now. Yeah, Yoko needs to be in the game, man. That should be a DLC. Or Legends, whichever way you want to look at it. But yeah, Yoko should be in there. Bockwinkel goes for the cover. Gets a 1 count. Oh yeah, I mean 2K, forget it. NBA is their game, period. And a big reason for that is they can microtransaction the shit out of NBA, and they can't do it with this. I mean, they can hit you up for the season pass and the accelerator and all that, you know, ticky-tack stuff, but if you get the season pass, you already have the accelerator. And you get the DLC content in one shot. And by the way, that's the way it should be. I was just on Rocket League yesterday again, and it's like, I don't know what the fuck gets into me once in a while. I drop $5 to unlock some crates, and I didn't get shit out of those crates. Look at this. Butterfly off the top rope. Holy shit. That's going to leave a mark. I kind of like Larry Zbyszko. I thought he talked a good talk. Well, look, they would have Owen in the game in a heartbeat if it weren't for Martha being such a pain in the ass. I mean, everyone in their family says they want him to get the recognition, that they want him to be in the game. Look at the perfect timing by Bobby the Brain Heenan. Doing a great job of saving Nick Bockwinkel's bacon on that one. No kidding, man. Like I said, I bought $5. That's 5 keys. And I opened the crates that have the only thing I want, and then I'm done buying anything. I want to get at least one of those cool goal explosions. That's it. Not asking for much. And the crates that I'm opening have 3 possibilities. And every time I get a fucking paint job. It's like, when am I going to get something that doesn't suck? Not even a set of tires or nothing. And I've dropped probably $20 buying keys. I won't do it no more. But I can't wait till the government gets involved in this friggin' gaming industry, cracks down, and starts holding them accountable, because that is fucking gambling in anybody's book. And I'm a grown-ass adult making my decision to be stupid with my money, but they're hooking kids into that shit, and that needs to stop. And that's the same thing 2K does with their NBA, and that's the same thing EA does with their FIFA. And it all needs to be brought back under control. This is getting, it's like the Wild West of electronics. Bockwinkel going back up there. If he wins this match, man, Bobby Heenan's got to get 50% of his check. And I'd say either way, Larry's earned his opportunity at a title match here. Bockwinkel pulls it out, though, with a little help from his friend. Yeah, Fortnite's got their own problems, though, man. I bought that game on release. I was one of the founders, bought it way ahead of time. And they always said, hey, this is going to be players versus AI. That's what it's all about, community working together. Then all of a sudden they come up with this friggin' Battle Royale, which obviously has done extraordinarily well for them. But when you did it, you gutted the community. So for people like myself that don't like Battle Royale, man, I can't be building shit that fast and all that crap that these guys do that are real good. That's not my thing. I bought it for what you sold, and you sold us versus them, meaning the AI. Well, once you put that Battle Royale in and people started just gravitating to it, you were hard-pressed to find people to help you defend your shields and shit. So I felt like I got screwed. That's not what I paid for. Yeah, those paint jobs are so overrated. Yeah, but I agree with the microtransaction cancer comment, but I'm telling you, I think it's coming to an end. I think they're all, again, thank you, EA, for the one thing you did right, and that was fucking the pooch with Star Wars. It's like nobody gave a shit about car soccer, but you start fucking with Darth Vader, we got to talk, man. So the one thing EA did right was screwing the pooch. And now everybody gonna come down under the hammer. Want a battle royal? I think we can make that happen. This is the only place there should be a battle royale. All right, we got an NXT arena. Let's go with NXT Battle Royale.
If you smell what the Rock.
Gotta get my boy Alistair in there. Boy, I do like watching him wrestle.
The Rock says. The Rock says.
Sort our DLCs here, I guess. So much for. We can throw Lars out there too. What the fuck? I hate Elias. I really do. Sounds like he's starting to get over somehow. I mean, I don't watch today's product because how can you? Let's see if the brothers go at it. There's no friends in the Battle Royal. And just for fun, we're going to put $50,000 on the line. Oh, Bobby Roode. I should have stuck with that. Hold on. Pow. Fortnite's a cool game. I'm not going to say it's not. It is a cool game. I like the game that they originally advertised and that I bought, which is us, the users, against the AI, the hordes. And you got to work as a team, build up a fort around the item you're protecting. You got to keep them away for 3 rounds or 3 waves. They get progressively tougher. I mean, it was a great concept, still is. But the question was asked early on, is there going to be a PvP mode? And they said no. And then afterwards, and it wasn't even an original idea, man. PUBG's already doing that shit for a year using their engine. So they sell them the engine to make their game, then rip off their game. That's some dirty shit right there. Now there's this other complete knockoff of Fortnite, and I forget the name of it, or something Royale. Ninja's been playing it lately. And it's like, how long before the lawsuit comes down on that one? It is an absolute ripoff of Fortnite. But I'm like, well, who are you to say shit? You ripped off PUBG, bitch. That's called karma. Yes, they do, man. I do love me some TakeOver. It almost never disappoints. I'll tell you, the one when they had WrestleMania here, 2 years ago in Orlando, I was going to go. And I looked at the card up and down, and I'm like, I just have nothing here I want to see. And then after watching it on TV, I was like, man, am I glad I didn't spend money on that one. That was a disappointing one, but that's the only one I've been disappointed with. But I still think nothing touches NXT TakeOver Brooklyn #1. That was a super card of wrestling. That crowd was just really into it. Nassau Coliseum, I believe it was. You had Bayley against Sasha stealing the friggin' show. I'm actually going to be off starting tomorrow. My birthday is Saturday, so I'm going to be off for like 6 days. I took a week. So I'll actually get to watch them live, which I never do. I usually have to catch them on a replay the next morning. Realm Royale. There we go. Oh, so they're a rip-off company, are they? Well, I'll tell you what, with E3 wrapped up, I am just like counting my money that I got to put away. We got Last of Us 2, Dying Light 2, which are two of my favorite franchises right off the bat. What's the other one there? The, shit. Well, the one I just saw the trailer for is, gosh, damn it, my memory. The zombie game based on the book, something Z. I forget what the hell it's called. I had not seen the trailer for that damn thing until just last night. I'm like, holy shit, that's my game. And that's kind of like Fortnite, where it's 4 people against these hordes. So it's always going to be the AI coming in, and it's going to be 4 of you having to, grab and scavenge whatever you can and upgrade weapons, build weapons, get in there and bite them off. Thank you, Corey. We're a little early, but yeah. I can tell I'm getting older because I'm seeing doctors more often now, man. Surefire sign that you're getting there. When your doctor's add it to your speed dial, you might be getting older. I might have to put together a whole Jeff Foxworthy routine. You might be old when your doctor is #1 on your speed dial. Oh, I did not know that, Cade. Well, technically I'm supposed to already be getting that done, but I'm like, I'm sorry, man. My great-grandfather lived to be 92 years old, and they never stuck a damn thing up his ass. Good luck trying, man. That old man knocked the taste out of your mouth. You tried telling him that was going to happen. Came over on the boat from Sicily, Italy, man. They would have tried telling him they're going to stick something up his ass. You son of a bitch, you come over here with that thing. I tell you what, I stick it up your ass. Good old days, man. We go fishing and stuff. He'd be driving through. He didn't catch all the stop signs all the time. He'd be like, Grandpa, man, you just ran a stop sign. That's okay. We'll stop at 2 times for the next one. Yeah, I've considered getting it done. It's not right now. I need the neck fix. That is my #1 priority, and that's all I'm worrying about. Once I get that up and running again, and I'm feeling a little better, and I can start working out again. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a thought. I don't know. There's just something really humbling about the thought. Finger, shit, ain't no finger, man. They got a damn camera go all the way up there. It's so bad they got to put you out. Now I got to go figure out what these games were that I'm drawing a mental midget blank out on. Come on, man. I mean, as much as I want to say ain't nobody sticking nothing up there, if you don't, You might end up dealing with something a whole lot worse down the line. All right, where are we at here? History. By the way, if you're on the PlayStation Network and you've got the Plus, they threw a couple of names up there if you don't have already. I think one of them's Black Ops 3 that they weren't originally announcing, but they've got it up there now, so free download. Damn, I watched way too many videos, man. I gotta scroll all the way back, still haven't found what I'm looking for yet. I still cannot believe the view count on Gold Rush, guys. Thank you so much, man. I don't know what happened with that one, but man, that thing just blew the fuck up. I am waiting for the stats to come out. I mean, I've got some of the early stats on it, but it's like you get your report card here every month emailed to you as to, you know, how many subs you've gone up in the month, things like that. This month is going to blow up. I've been averaging about 1 a day in subs, so about 30 per month ever since this season began. I did more than that in that stream. And again, I thank all of you guys for that, but I'm really anxious to see what the final count turns out to be for the month. All right, World War Z. That's the game I couldn't get in my head. World War Z. Damn, if you haven't seen the trailer for that thing, go check it out. I'm all about the zombie shit, and I am telling you, I didn't know about that one, but I am going to be getting it when it comes out. And what was the other one, if I can find it here? As our Battle Royale gets ready to kick off. Oh, not quite yet. The Woken One. Or is it the other one? He didn't get arrested again, did he? Jerry Lawler's son got busted. The other half of the FWF Tag Team Champions. Dying Light 2, man, I cannot wait. There's some other title out there that I'm not finding right now. Oh well. They put out a vinyl album featuring the music that was used during E3, which is 3 songs, for The Last of Us 2. And I already ordered that. It won't be shipping out until August 22nd. And yeah, I actually have turntables still, man. I can run vinyl. But I tweeted over to Neil Druckmann, the man behind Naughty Dog. I says, dude, can I just leave you with an open credit card number and you just send me the merch as it comes out? Might be easier that way. Esophagus stretched. I don't even want to know how they do that. That does not sound like fun. Right, but that was a few weeks back, maybe more than a month now. Jerry Lawler's kid just got arrested this last week or so. Brian Lawler. I'll tell you, that kid, you can tell what happened when you don't have a dad in your life, right? No, dude, I'm almost starting to think I'd rather deal with what I got. Did they have to cut you to do that, or did they go like through the throat and just like prop it in with something? You know, my great-grandmother told me once upon a time while she was hitting that 90-year-old mark. And she looked at me straight in the eye and said, whatever you do, don't get old. And it wasn't a joke, man. You could feel the pain in her voice and the loss of dignity as people have to help you to the bathroom and shit. And I went out and bought a motorcycle about a year later, figuring that ought to help. But, yeah, here I am. I'm still going. They use their fingers. Are we still talking about the throat? Oh, hell no. When I hear endoscopy, it sounds like it comes in the rear end. And I'd hate to think they went that way to get to the throat, man. That's the long route. That's like going from Florida to New York, but we're going to go through California to get there. Yeah, the procedure itself is painless. Like mine will be painless too, but then you wake up and that shit hurts. But like I said, the way it's been right now, you know, we're going on like, what is this, month number 3? So I'll take a little bit more pain to get rid of it long term. That's an enema. The glorious one, Bobby Roode. We are going to be featuring the NWA Great American Bash here a lot in the month of July, to the point where it may kind of cut into some of the other programming's regular pattern. But I wanted to do it last year, and I forget what was all going on, but I just couldn't commit the time to it. And who knows? I mean, like I said, with this next situation, that might dampen my opportunities this year too. But I want to try and capture that whole month-long feel and having you see wrestlers day in and day out getting back in the ring again and kind of get that feeling that I'm about to be eliminated, aren't I? I forgot I was in this thing. Shit. And I'm in as my boy Aleister Black, man. I gotta represent here. Start throwing punches or something, buddy. You getting your ass whooped. The Olympic hero just getting a little something, something. Well, that's the thing about surgeries, though. It's kind of like airplanes. Flying is not really that dangerous. It's taking off and landing. That is where your problems come in. And with surgery, majority of the time, if you're going to run into a real problem, it's during the anesthesia process. It's just one of those things that a lot of people aren't consciously aware of and probably shouldn't be, because otherwise nobody gets surgery. Glorious one's got him. Going for the suplex. Oh, Aleister Black says, I don't think so, Bobby. Somebody already been eliminated. Who is it? Both Hardy Boys? No, Matt's out. Matt's gone. Bobby Roode's got Aleister in trouble. There's that neck breaker now. Angle. Taking the Chosen One down. Yeah, won't let me block a shot for shit. Can I get some help? Alistair's walking right into this shit, eating all of it. Could not eliminate him. Had him close. Oh, Jeffy just got caught. Hardy's still down. Oh, they're going to do double elimination time. Willow is history. Whoops. Thought I could sneak up on him. McIntyre ready for the challenge. Oh, damn. Well, there I go. I think the reversal seems like it matters more based on how worn down you are. Like when you're healthy early on in the match, it's a lot easier. Plus, of course, it goes back to your stats a little bit. I meant to test it out this year. There's a couple things I want to do because a couple of years ago, a couple guys tested it out and they put one wrestler that they would make with all zeros, another guy all hundreds, and then the zero guy would win the match half the time. So clearly the stats didn't mean shit. I think they fixed it since then. Ooh, damn, just hit the stairs on his way out. Elias saying goodbye. And now, oh, wow. Bobby Roode from behind. Brutal. And then there were three. I kind of like Lars Anderson, I got to tell you, man. He's a brute. But he's got the right look for it, man. He can pull off that whole Ryback thing. And gently lays him down on the apron. The Glorious One fighting his way back in, attacking the leg and the neck. All right, final three. It's pick'em time. I'm going with Bobby Roode. Look, I like both of them. I don't know that I like them as a tag team. I think I like to see them get the rub they deserve. Drew's been the chosen one for what, 10 years, 15 years? And Dolph Ziggler, clearly the best talent they've got on the roster even now. Hands down, there is no better wrestler, there is no better talker, and they don't do shit with him. They pay him. And he's smart enough to say, fuck it, I'll take the money, man. You want to underuse me, that's your problem. 2 months, guys. Just give me 2 months of the book. I want 2 months of the book and Paul Heyman. And that show's ratings will double. I've been watching the New Japan stuff. I finally figured out what channel it is down here. Oh, man, look at him. He's busted all open. Lars, man, what happened? Pissed him off a little bit, I'd say. And the New Japan wrestling is fun to watch. But, my God, their storytelling is just god-awful so far as behind-the-scenes shit. I'm assuming that the subtitles are accurately translated. But it's like such weak dialogue, man. There's no emotion, and they don't. In which case, don't bother. It's like one of the things I saw they did that I liked was just straightforward. Guy be in the ring, and he'd say, "Hey, bitch, I want you," and they'd call each other out, and they'd have a fight. That's kind of the way it worked even when we were back in school, right? Somebody call your ass out, you went into the backyard, and you did what you did. So if you can't act or bring in some good drama, then I would stick with just doing that. Keep it simple and let the wrestling do the talking, because you guys could do the wrestling. There goes my pick. Damn it, man. I think a bloody Lars is fired up right now. I'll tell you who I was actually happy with for the first time on a microphone this week was Ronda Rousey. That was the first time it felt like she belonged on a microphone in a WWE ring. And it was a decent spot with her and Nia Jax. I thought both girls did a good job with that spot. I don't think they're ever going to give Drew a send-off. He's money. He delivered. He makes everybody look good he gets in the ring with. You don't get rid of that. And as much as they don't use him properly, they ain't stupid enough to let him go. As long as he can do what he does, you keep him around. Fans still love him. Disappointing as all hell that you don't give him what he deserves. Uh-oh. Lars fucking and Sullivan. Why am I saying Anderson? Because I don't watch the product enough. Because the video game makes it more entertaining than the real thing. I don't think she needs Heyman. Yeah, I've been cool with Access. I mean, I just found the channel like literally 2 days ago, and I just, programmed in to record everything on the series, so I'm catching up now. I saw part of Wrestle Kingdom there, the main event. No, that's what I'm talking about. Dolph Ziggler ain't going nowhere. He just signed another contract, didn't he? And WWE ain't dumb enough to let him go because he makes all their guys look like gold. And he's giving up the goat, man. He's like, all right, you guys don't want to, move me up the ladder. That's fine. Pay me. I got house payments. I got cars I want to buy. He wants to do his stand-up comedy shit. I have not seen any of his comedy, even online. I wonder if he's funny. I went to see Mick Foley live, and he's a funny motherfucker. But it's not really comedy. It's not like he's, making observations about things in the world. He's just telling wrestling stories that are funny as shit. If you're a wrestling fan, you might not... Although I think it would still translate. I don't think you have to be a wrestling fan to understand. I mean, he tells you a story. And it's funny. Let's do a ladder match this time. How about that? Yeah, a little bit early, but what the hell, we'll do some SummerSlam. Oh, I almost did it again, didn't I? Try and get some guys we haven't already used. You know what the hell? We'll put Jimmy and his creepy smile in there. Eight-man ladder. This bitch is going to go forever. Wrong one. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert.
Are you ready? You think you could tell us what to do? You think you could tell us what to wear? You think that you're better?
All right, there we go.
Well, you better get...
I hit the train like a one-night stand. I'm always running away. I'm only running from the man I am and my given name.
Ziggler gonna be 38? Damn, I'll tell you what.
I never played that game.
He doesn't look it, doesn't move like it.
You all to pieces, smile.
Pin me, pay me. Jake Roberts is doing stand-up comedy. Are you being serious about that? Jim Cornette has been firing back at the left. What in the hell are you talking about? Jim Cornette is as far left as you can get. What would he be firing back at his own people for? Well, yeah, let's be honest about the work ethic, okay? Brock Lesnar fights 4 times a year. He should be able to put on a decent show when he's not getting beat up 300 days a year. AJ is impressive, and I'm real happy he's getting that paycheck at the end. Would have been a sad, sad thing if he never made WWE after all that. You know what? And he has lost a lot of matches, and it isn't something we're not used to when he moves up against a guy higher up the ladder that he loses. But at the same point in time, once in a while, he wins. And that's the thing you get with Dolph Ziggler, is a guy who on any given night could win the match. And the fans want him to win the match, so that gives you something to cheer for, which is the overall thing they're trying to produce. Damn, Brunzell didn't crack a smile there at any point in time, did he? Yeah, but he started overselling when they stopped using him, right? And he knew it. The writing was on the wall that they're simply not going to put. He asked him flat out, guys, are you going to give me a run? And, you know, Leo, well, right now's not the time. And that's just a nice way of saying no. He ain't stupid. So he figured, all right, fuck it. You want somebody to job? I'll job. Hey, nobody ever came close to overselling more than Shawn Michaels and that little fiasco he had with Hogan back during that SummerSlam crap. I mean, you want to talk about a guy overselling? Holy shit. And I'd even put The Rock in there a little bit, too, with Hogan. But I'll say this. During the Hogan-Rock thing that led up to, what was it, WrestleMania 20, I think? During one of their Monday night showdowns and things happening, and they go at each other in a non-match match. Hogan dropped that leg, and The Rock popped off the canvas and sold that thing beautifully. Actually made it look like a leg drop was devastating. And again, you just can't make these guys as big as they should be. Now, that's one of my creations there. I stuck with him. I've seen a few other ones out there, but I'm sticking with mine. I like him. Just wish I could make him a little bigger. Yeah, I just needed big man music. I knew he wasn't going to get a whole bunch of time, but again, all the juggling I do here, if you hear, like, when earlier on did Eye of the Tiger and all that, I got to run all that too. I've got to switch back and forth on screens. And if I had to do everyone's music, holy shit. What I need is a producer to sit in here and do all that and let me just do the broadcast. Barry Windham is one of my top 2 favorite wrestlers, and when I say top 2, they share the number 1 spot. Barry Windham and Tito Santana. I can't draw between the two of them, man. Those are the 2 best wrestlers of all time for me. Those are guys who I would be hard-pressed to say, well, there was the one time he wrestled this guy and it wasn't a good match. I can't think of them having a bad match. I remember Santana having a bad match live here in Orlando, and I forget, I think it was against Perfect of all things. Maybe not. But whatever it was one of those half-hour headlocks. And it was like, come on, guys, what the fuck? And the crowd started chanting boring, and it's like, really? It was somebody who could definitely go. But, man, they were just headlocking the shit out of it. Side headlock takedown on the mat, grind it out, 10 minutes long. Just that shit worked back in the 80s. Oh, man, I forgot Eddie's music. The leader of Hot Stuff International. Now, those are 2 good names, but it also tells you a little bit about what area you grew up in. I mean, I'll tell you, growing up as a kid, my favorite, hands down, was Tony Gurria. But I got there at the end of that Tony band run. One of the very, very first matches, the first match that I can recall, so far as knowing who was in it and all that kind of stuff, it was Santana and Martel the night they dropped the titles to Fuji and Saito. That was the match and the moment that I was a wrestling fan, and I had to tune in the next week and see what the hell happened, that they're going to get even with those sons of bitches, get the tag team titles back, and of course that never happened. But that is the match that I signify as the start of my wrestling tenure. So I'm going to guess you were probably born in the late 70s. Maybe even early 80s, somewhere in there. Oh, there it is right there. Boom. 84. So, yeah, that would totally make sense because those were the guys. Let's try that one. I got like 5 things with Superstar popping up here when I do a search. What's up, Kyle? Yeah, Disasters and Road Warriors had a decent little run there. One thing, Disasters were always believable because who the fuck gonna lift them big bitches up? I mean, if it was a real fight, you're probably getting your ass kicked by a 400-pound guy, even if he is round. I mean, you hit him in the gut, he ain't gonna feel it. Hitting him in the face means you gotta get over that 4-foot-long gut. One-man gang squashing Jimmy. No wonder he wasn't smiling on the entrance. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert taking the ladder to the one-man gang. Jerry Lawler brawling it outside. Wow, just backed Barry Windham on top of the table. This is probably going to be our wrap-up match here tonight. Mean Mark Callis. Gosh damn it, he reminds me of somebody. I can't figure out who it is. Looks awfully familiar, though. There goes the ladder shooting across the ring. Callis driving Brunzell down. Brunzell must have had some sort of a premonition because he come in usually all smiles and stuff, and he wasn't smiling tonight. One-man gang gonna take his fat ass up the ladder. He's got the briefcase. Somebody better pay attention. Brunzell slowing him down. Now look at this. Mark Callis gonna go up there and meet him. Oh, this could be a ton of choke slam from the top of the ladder. He fights it off and still goes down. And now Mark Callis has got the briefcase. The briefcase? No, the briefcase. Brutus the Barber briefcase. Again, the ladder's taken out. Now Kingfish taking him down. He's had a bad week. Former world-class heavyweight champion. Look at one-man gang, man. Just focused on that ladder and that briefcase. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate it and so happy to have you part of the nation, my man. We got a lot of new people here in the last few weeks, and I just appreciate you guys. Damn, that ladder shooting off the ropes. When we do these open mics, it's a little bit more laid back and just kind of interactive. I don't get to do the interactive thing during the regular shows. So this gives me an opportunity to just go live and kind of like the Bite This show with the WWE used to have a while back there. Wyndham just slamming. Santana's heading to the top of the ladder. My two favorite picks of all time fighting each other on the top of the ladder. Superstar Billy Graham. I am the man with the plan. The man of the hour, simply too sweet to be sour. Thank you, Shock. And you guys make me want to keep coming back and doing it. That's a funny thing, man. I see that sub count going up the way it has in the last few weeks, and it's like, I got to stay on, man. I got to do more. You guys energize. Brunzell, no way. Brunzell brings that briefcase down. We all riot. Superstar Billy Graham going to go take care of this. Going to save the day. We're not going to let no
freaky smiling, drop kick throwing. Wanna be taking that briefcase down. I'm gonna take that down myself. Barry Windham. Oh, wait a minute. Superstar Billy Graham thought he had problems. He's gonna have problems now for sure. One-man gang throws him to the floor. Gang's been up there with his hands on that bag more times than anybody here tonight, but he can't bring it down. Lawler stalling him for the moment. Me and Mark Callis and Barry Windham are going to go outside the ring and finish. Oh, wait a minute. Windham decides I better get him off the ladder first. Smart move by BW if he does it. Man, that thing does have wicked bounce back. Now Lawler's going to get the ring to himself if he can clear Barry Windham. Windham fighting his way back into this thing. Meantime, Eddie Gilbert sets a ladder up across the guardrail. See if that comes into play at all. I'm betting not. Hot Stuff drilling the King. Not like they don't have any history. Lawler going up, or excuse me, Eddie Gilbert going up. He's got the briefcase. Anyone going to stop him? I don't think so. One-man gang standing by. He's helplessly running into the corner. Now he climbs up there with Eddie. Gilbert with a knife edge backhand chops to the chest. The big man goes crashing to the canvas, and now Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Gilbert gets the cave. How interesting is that? Well, that means he has an opportunity to challenge for the UWF Championship, but guess what? That's worn by Rick Steiner, who is a member of Hot Stuff International. Now, that could just be an insurance policy in the event that Ricky were to lose it, I guess, or he may just decide to turn in and cash in on his man. Now, that would be cold. All right, guys. Well, I just want to check in with you guys. Appreciate y'all checking back in here. I don't know if SLS or any of you guys have some shows coming up today. Do you got anything going on, boys? I know SLS usually goes around, 9 hours, somewhere in that ballpark. JH, you might got something going on. Nasty Russ. What's up, Bush? Anybody streaming anything later this morning? Yeah, I know what you mean, brother. It gets a little hoarse sometimes. Lately, I find it works better for me at the end of my day than the beginning. Usually when I'm doing my overnights, it's like when I woke up. But I find when I'm doing these hours of the day, I can usually do a little bit more, maybe because I'm fully warmed up. I don't know. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Hopefully you all subscribe to each other, so if they do go live, it'll pop up on screen. You'll see it. And in the meantime, I'm going to bid you all a fond farewell for the day, and thank you once again for all of your support in making this thing do what it's been doing lately. Can't thank you enough, man. Can't thank you enough. So, in the meantime, I will see you next time from ringside.